I love it here. So yeah, I love the coaching staff. Just surrounded by great people. So that's really what it's about. So I can't complain at all.
We know some of your history about why this may have been the choice. What was it for you that was, hey, I'm going to ASU?
Because it meant more to me. You know, this might mean more to me than some other players in the locker room. As you guys know, like, my dad played here. And this is just a place where I always see myself ever since I was a kid, so I kind of wanted to go fulfill that dream.
How do you feel about the quarterback competition going on right now?
Yeah, just it's out of everybody's hands, you know, so just going and, you know, you versus you every day, going and competing, and most importantly, learning and developing is what's most important to me right now. So, you know, whatever happens, happens. And, you know, I'm going to be the best teammate, you know, and if my number's called, I'll go and give everything I got.
We talk about learning. What do you really take away from spring practice? Obviously, your first spring practice ever at this level.
Yeah, just you know, taking what you could get. As you guys know, like you know, I was blessed with like God-given talent, so I like to throw it. But you know, just learning to let the game come to you and be patient and you know, work your level one a lot and just get the ball out your hands and let your players play.
Are you in the competition? You think like you got a shot at getting this starting job right now? I'm a competitor, so I feel like yeah, I feel like I am. You know, that's obviously not my choice. You know, that's probably a question you ask the coaches. But you know, I'm a competitor, and you know, I compete in everything I do every day, and just try to get better every day and see where that takes me.
How about just getting the opportunity to compete? You know, that's one thing that Coach Gilligan always said, I'm not going to promise anybody anything except that opportunity.
Yeah, so that's all you can ask for, and from there on out, it's in your hands, you know. So you know, just keep playing the cards you're dealt and keep getting better every day.
When you look at Coach Kenny's offensive mind, how exciting is it to say, okay, let's see what I can do with this guy and this type of offense?
Yeah, that was a big reason what brought me here, you know, besides the fact that the reason I told you guys earlier, I would love to see myself in this offense. You know, just a matter of when and how it looks when I am in it. So I'm excited. I'm super excited to get that going.
You also have plenty of weapons too, not just coaches.
Yeah, you got plenty of weapons. We're surrounded by a great team. You know, great players, you know, that aren't just good players, good human beings as well. And that's a team you can win with.
What's it going to take to be the starter?
Just, you know, that's probably a question for the coaches, but you know, just in my opinion, just being the best version of yourself every day, being a leader, and you know, getting the team to play for you. And the food here is great. I love it. But yeah, just being able to just, you know, just you versus you every day, and be a good teammate, be a good person. You know, let your players play behind you, and you know, like create that bond that'll last forever.
When you look at about good human beings, how much is that? Big difference does that make when you care about the guy next to you, so you want to do well, not just for yourself and the team, but for him? Yeah, no, it means everything because, you know, you got to have a brotherhood with who you go to war with. You know, they preach that in the military, armies, things like that. So you got to have a real brotherhood for those guys. And, you know, from there on, you know, that's when you start winning, you know, when it becomes bigger than just you and bigger than just the game.
What's this transition been like for you, coming out of high school and getting into college football?
Yeah, honestly, it's been better than I expected. You know, I came in and I'm learning every day, and you know, I'm getting better just every day, and that's what I asked for coming into college. So the transition hasn't been too tough. You know, great teammates and great coaches, you know, obviously helped me, but that helped a lot during my transition, and really it's just it's not too bad, you know. I've been loving it.
When you look at the first day of spring practice versus the last day, what do you think you made the most progress in as far as your skills or mechanics?
Yeah, being smarter with the football, decision making, and just letting the game come to me, you know, just having more knowledge out there. You know, I think that was when my improvement was. And, you know, just cleaning up my feet and becoming a cleaner football player.
How would you describe the offense?
Productive, and will be explosive when that time comes.
Jaden, how do you describe the mental side of going into competition in camp?
Yeah, you know, my perspective is just be the best person, be the best teammate possible, and you know, it's out of your hands. Just be the best version of yourself every day, and see where that takes you.
How much is it on your mind, or how do you avoid not having it on your mind at the time?
Yeah, well, it's, you know, I'm a natural competitor, so, you know, I wouldn't say it's on my mind 24/7, but like my thing is just, you know, go be the best version of yourself and see where that takes you. You know, don't look over your shoulder. Don't worry about what other people are doing. You know, this is still a team. So, you know, it shouldn't be looked at in a competitive way. It should just be the best person for the time plays.
You came in obviously pretty late, just a few weeks before spring practice, but everything I hear about the vibe and the team culture over here, no matter how early, how late in the process you come, it's a very welcoming environment. I got to believe that really has helped your development on and off the field.
Yeah, no doubt. Just having people you can count on is important. And when you learn that culture, you pass it on to the next person and the new people that come. So that's a big thing that I've been heavy on, just making nobody feel less, you know, from, you know, the people who clean this building every day, from the best player on our team, you know, treat everybody the same and everything, and just be a good person. Yeah.
Just cool. It all kind of lined up in the way.
Yeah.
It's just still crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Just kind of following everything.
Yeah, that gave me the chills right there. You know, I can't wait to go play with my brother. It's always been something I dreamed of. He's a nutbag. This dude's a nutbag, but that's always been a dream of mine, though. Like, it gave me the chills thinking about it. That's somebody I'll never let down, you know, no matter what. So being able to, you know, line up on the snap and, you know, my brother's on the sideline, on the other side of the ball, like, we give each other our best version of ourselves. You know, we live together and, you know, we have talks, you know, that take us a long way, and that has also helped with my transition, having my brother here, and man, like, that's such a blessing. Like, I can't be more grateful for that.
And he's on the other side of the ball, so like, you can help him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and that's something we talk about, you know, every day. You know, just like, hey, what do you see on this? And he's calling me, he asked me, hey, what is this? Like, from an offensive point of view. But yeah, man, like, just having my brother there is big.
And also having your dad live in the Valley, how much support has that been?
Yeah.
And is he really kind of bugging you just because he's son of, you know, your son of a legacy, asking you, you know, what it's like, and then tell you, oh man, back in the old days, we didn't do this, we did that.
Yeah, he's always asking for the new gear and stuff. That dude's got more ASU gear than I do. But I mean, I can't, you know, like, having my dad here was huge. You know, it's a place that's home for him as well. So, you know, they're comfortable here, and you know, yeah, that's just you know, it was crazy because I went over there a couple weeks ago, and on the TV was Pac-12 Network when they played USC, and like, I see him celebrating and stuff. So I was like, dang, that's crazy. So, you know, seeing my dad, you know, in the same element that I'm going to be in a couple weeks from now.
Kind of start that deal.
Yeah, unreal. You know, like, the game days that our family will experience here probably wouldn't have been, you know, anywhere else that I had the option of going. You know, so that's why this place means more to me. You know, so I'm willing to do whatever. You know, I'm laying everything on the line for this program, and I'm glad to be here, surrounded by good dudes. You know, you got JC right here.
JC, you have any questions?
Nah.
JC, you have any questions for him at all?
JC's the man.
Why are you so good at football? Like, how do you do that?
I learned because JC, you know, he came and teaching me DB techniques. You know, I'm really good DB though, but nah, yeah.
You mentioned, you know, what you've done in this camp. Outside of the weather, what do you think has been the biggest obstacle for you as a young player?
Shoot, the weather hasn't been an obstacle at all. I like the heat, but honestly, I would just say, you know, just learning the whole offense. You know, you come from high school, where the playbook's nowhere near as big, and you know, the defense don't disguise, and so that would be the biggest obstacle. But you know, I'm ready for it. You know, that's why you prepare as hard as you can. So yeah, it's just been something I've been trying to prepare harder for. You know, I wouldn't say it was the hardest, but you know, it takes more time on it.
Of all the opportunities you had in high school,
yeah,
was this always in your back pocket as, hey, I could go, but were you tempted a number of times, not just once, but a number of times to go somewhere else?
Yeah, no, 100%. I was, but I feel like God has a plan, and you can't always see it sometimes. So, you know, a big thing was, you know, when I did get my letter released, like, you know, that's when I said, like, man, I got to go somewhere where it means so much more to me. And, you know, thank God I had a great relationship with Coach Dilly before, you know, and honestly, I could, I pictured myself other places at one point, you know, but I don't think God makes mistakes.